You grew up hearing two languages. One you can pull apart, name, slap a series of rules to, twist like Play-Doh in a child's hand. The other you cannot explain. You listen and you know. It is a language you understand intuitively, like being able to read the sunrise, the strips of pink and orange, the clumps of uneven clouds. A thin patch of gray in the moon, and somehow, without thinking twice, you know what kind of day it will be. You understand like this because you are the firstborn, first generation, first American, first hope. Your mother was smart and well-read and ambitious, skipped grades, met your father, traveled across oceans, gave up her princess status to be your mother. Your father worked his way out of the provinces, studied hard at school, and passed immigration. Your parents raised you to understand that back home, a young girl serves her parents, lives to please them. Back home, a young girl never crosses her legs or wears skirts above the knee. Young ladies grow up to be young housewives, good mothers. You, on the other hand, have never had to obey a curfew because of war, never had to tiptoe through your own house, never had to read your books underneath a blanket where no soldier would see. As far as you knew, your curfew was your curfew because mom and dad said so. You were raised in suburbia, in a split-level house, always in fashion. Even when you were only 2, dressed in your white lace and pink ribbons. You've never been without heat, without food, without parents. You grew up eating your meals with a spoon in your right hand, a fork in the left, marveling at the Americans and how they could balance entire meals on one fork. Your family roasted pigs on a spit, while next door, the neighbors cooked brats and burgers on electric grills. From the start, you were a piece that did not fit, never given the chance to be like the rest. The ones with blonde hair and red hair, and something called strawberry. The ones with eyes that change like the ocean, green to blue to sea foam. Your eyes have always been black, your hair dark. To the kids at school, you were no different from the other Oriental girl, the one who spoke English with a chopped up accent. To your aunts and uncles, you were turning into a bratty Americana, loose like those blonde children, mouthy like the kids who ran the streets wild. Your home is in the Manila, Philippines, in Riverside, Moreno Valley, Paris, San Francisco, California. And because you won't admit the fact that what your parents call back home has made a place in your house, because you are not white, and still you are not one of them, the foreigners, you continue to displease everyone. But still, in the privacy of your kitchen, you admit you cannot live without your family, your history, this ideal called your people. You cannot divorce yourself from yourself. Because you have always had one foot planted in the West, one foot floating on the islands, and your arms have stretched across the generations, barely kissing your father's province, your children's future, the dreams your mother has for you. Because you were meant for the better life, whatever that is. Been told you mustn't forget where you come from, what others have done for you. Because a council of ancestors haunt you, you do your best. You try, you struggle. And somehow, when you stand in the center of a room and the others look on, you find yourself acting out your role. Smart American girl, beautiful Filipina.